So this is the part where you take all those tools that you just picked up and you apply them to an actual problem. So this person has a garden whose dimensions are 5 meters by 7 meters, and they want to increase it, so they're going to increase the dimensions by the same length on both sides. And that's going to increase their area by 45 square meters. But what is the same length? So basically we're looking for finding a variable, but we have to kind of construct our own equation with it. So the first clue that we've got is we're talking about area, and we've been given dimensions. So right now, their garden's area is just 5 by 7 meters, but they're going to increase the 5 by a certain amount, and they're going to increase the 7 by the same amount. So that's where the variable comes in. So the dimensions of the garden are currently 5 by 7, but we're going to add a certain amount to each one. So kind of bring it out to a new dimension. So this would be x and this would be x. So we'll take those guys out for clarity. Now the area of the garden is going to be x plus 5. Doesn't matter the order, so we just put it in the order that works for us because we're used to it, times x plus 7. And we know that this new area is going to be the old area plus 45. So what was the old area? Well, 5 times 7 is 35. So that means that x plus 5 times x plus 7 is going to equal 35 plus 45, because it's going to be 45 more than it was before. So that means that it's going to be equal to 80. Now, the problem that we've got is we can't combine these numbers. We're going to have to actually FOIL this out. So I'm going to go x times x is x squared. I'm going to go 7 times x is 7x, 5x, and 5 times 7 is 35. Now I collect my like terms. I'm left with x squared plus 12x plus 35 equals 80. And then I can simplify by bringing the 80 over here. So I'm left with x squared plus 12x plus 35 minus 80, which of course is going to give us minus 45 equals 0. Some of you with really big math brains might have been able to simplify that, but I think that it's really a lot more helpful to just go by a method. So this is the method that works for me. So now I've just got my factors that I'm going to have to figure out. X squared is just here, so that means that this is just an x one. And the only challenging part is going to be finding factors of negative 45 that equal positive 12. So factors of 45, 1 and 45, 3 and 15, oh, there we go. 12 is positive, so the 15 wins, so the 3 is the negative. So I've got x minus 3 times x plus 15, which means that this possible value for x is 3, this possible value for x is negative 15. So it wouldn't make a lot of sense to say that the solution to this problem is to take away 15, which means that the x equals negative 15 is going to be extraneous root. I don't even have to plug it in. I just look at it and go, okay, well, in real life, I'm increasing. So if I have a value that decreases it, that's not valid for this question. And if it's not valid, it's an extraneous root. So hopefully you can see the work down here. I can write it up here a little bit more and re-explain. When I factored it all out, I ended up with x minus 3 times x plus 15 all equal to 0, which means that one of my roots would be 3 and the other of my roots would be negative 15. doesn't make any sense to take negative 15 or to take 15 away. We don't go backwards in dimensions, especially since 15 is even bigger than these ones. So you'd have like some sort of fourth dimensional black hole portal thing opening up where your garden used to be. Not good. So what we're going to do is go, this is not okay. This is an extraneous root. It's extraneous. Extra, unnecessary, useless. So x plus equals 3 is our winner.